Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of People's Lima, episode 360. It's the post Christmas show. My name is Eric Lima. I am your host of the show. And, another decent Christmas has been achieved. It was been a very good Christmas. Got my GoPro camera. I'm really excited about having it. And I used it today. My apologies if the video did not come away to your satisfaction. Don't worry about it. There will be great changes to the show. Uh, Probably thinking about getting a new webcam. I know this one works pretty decent, but I want to do my gaming on it and as well. And I did have a Twitch account, but I need a better webcam than the one I have in order to achieve that moment. I don't know if the GoPro would help me if I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try again. Um, and I'm gonna do it before I upload a video to YouTube. So that'll be one of the changes that will happen next year, 2016. Also, like I said, over the last few years at Christmas time, as the older you get, the less, you know, I would hate to say, I don't want to say less fun you have on Christmas. You still can have fun on Christmas even when you get older, but I can say the Christmases that I had back in the day, they're not the same anymore. And I kind of miss spending Christmas going to my grandmother's house, grandparents, my father's house on my father's side on Christmas Eve over the years. Last time we had that happen was 2003, and the last time, and ever since my grandfather died back in 2004, we have not done it since. The last time I did it, though, the first time I did it since my grandfather died was was 2007. So, and I kind of look at this upcoming year, 2016. There'll be a lot of changes happening, obviously, and even this year, Christmas Eve, my father went all out to do all the baking and all that. He's worked very hard. It's his first Christmas as a retired mechanic, and only like 7, 8 people showed up, and I kind of felt, I don't want to say I'm disappointed or sad or something like that. It's like I was like, where are it used to be a pack. You usually have a packed house so many times, it's been one, like I said, it's been one of those things where you just uh, a lot of people are busy, or forgetting things or something like that, and it's understandable, it's that to me it's not been the same anymore. This Christmas has not been the same anymore, and you know, every time it's like around nighttime, I'm kind of bummed that Christmas is going to be over, you know, in about a couple of hours, basically, and gonna go back to reality, going to work tomorrow 6 to 12 in the morning. The mall is going to be changing up too for next year because a lot of rumors going around that no, Hanush Jewelers is going to be moving out because they have a plaza across the street next to the glass company where my next door neighbor Wilson works. They're building a plaza um, there, and they're going to be right there. So there goes Hanush. The Gap is closing January 22nd unless things change there. I was walking by the Gap store the other day, and I saw a sign. Mom says this location will close January 26th. I was kind of shocked and didn't expect that to happen. And also, JC's may end up moving out too. We may not have a food court after that because they want to move Rayone's. Rayone's is going to be a restaurant once again. Once the Rhode Island Soapworks store, which is opened up for a season, will be out and about. So that could affect, not only the food court. That could affect the food court. The food court may be gone for good. But not only that, it could affect, the hours of my coworkers. It all depends what's going to happen. And basically, also another big thing is starting next week. Next week's already New Year's Day. Unbelievable. Already 2016. The minimum wage is going to go up by $1. Will be from $9 now. It's going to be $10 an hour, which is going to be very interesting to say the least. That means, and this could mean a lot of things coming up. It could mean, you know, I don't know if my hours are going to get cut or what. I don't know what the management team I'm working under is planning. once that occurs and everything else. So, but yeah, like I said, there'll be a lot of changes, and for me, I'm considering a job change as well. I have nothing against my current job now. It's been pretty decent. I've been having well, the last few weeks I've been having a rough time attitude wise and all that. I mean, it was a lot of things were running through my mind. Plus, I was fighting a cold and everything else. So it's like, I want to stay focused on my job and everything else. It's been very, very tough. So it's been like, there was a couple of times my attitude just went down, went sour to the point where my boss called me out and said, "You gotta straighten out your attitude." And you know what? And I felt like I disrespected him, and I apologized for that. And so sometimes when you're having and then on top of that, with my father retiring, it's like, I have to admit I'm a little bit jealous of that. But you know what? I'm proud of my dad, though. I love my dad, and he deserves to be retired. And I think it compounds to the fact that I have not taken a vacation week since April too. So that all ties in. That all compounds everything. Is like you get stressed out, and all of a sudden your brain explodes. Not literally, but it's like wow, that's it. That type of deal. And plus, we don't know what's going to happen in the next couple of months because usually is when the temperature starts dropping and everything else. And we could have some snowfalls. I'm not so sure. I don't know what the rest of the winter is going to be like. Will we probably see some snow? Will we see as much snow as we did last winter? I don't know. I'm hoping that we see less snow this year. If we do have snow, I hope we see less of it this year. I don't know about you guys. After last couple of winters, I've seen enough snow as I can. Give us I said give us a decent amount, but don't give us 110 inches of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you get stressed out a lot. So that's the only good news is I didn't have to worry about sleeping over last year at the mall. So that's probably a good silver lining to the whole thing. But all in all, this year has been a rough year. For me at work because we had a lot of changes happening. My original manager John Wheeler quit to find a job. To Thought he would have the job that he wanted. Unfortunately, it wasn't to his satisfaction, so he came back as a maintenance guy this time. And so it's gonna be like I said, it's gonna be really tough. Now next year, hopefully, I don't want hope for smooth sailing or something like that, but it would be to the point where you just want to say, hey, you know, okay, we want to start from scratch. Plan. I got to plan carefully next year. But now with the GoPro cam, I'll be able to go anywhere I want with it. But I'm not going to use it at work. That's one thing I'm not going to. I refuse to do is use it at work, and I don't want to do that. So that's the only speaking of work. That's the only thing. So right now there'll be a lot of stuff for me to think about for the next year and what my plans are. I don't know for sure, what's going to happen, but I got to prepare for anything, and I got to be mentally prepared for anything, like they said, nothing's going to be perfect, there's no such thing as perfect anything, and like I said, it's going to be something I'm going to try to hang on, trying to roll with the punches, trying to get things straight. The show will still go on no matter what happens. And there's sometimes changes are happening. I'm going to be an uncle again for a third time, so that means that will change a lot of things. That will change my brother and sister in-law's lives. That's going to change a lot. And so the fact is that and I need a lot of work inside me, and there'll be a lot. I need to make a lot of changes inside me as well. Um, I'm looking forward to 2016. Hopefully, I do it better for me. We'll find out what's going on. I don't. I'm gonna make sure. I'm not. I'm gonna make sure my life does not suck in 2016. I would say my life never sucked in 2015. There was a lot going on, and a lot of things going down. It's like you trying to handle I try to handle everything. It's like I gotta take it one day at a time, one step at a time, 1 minute at a time. Let's It's gonna be just it, it just. I'm just very very happy about the way things. I'm just I'm very pleased the way things happen. I'm hoping that next year will be great. Um, so whatever happens, happens, and just go roll with the punches. And sometimes, it happens. So back to reality tomorrow, 6 to 12, and then I got another day off on Sunday, which is good. 2 days off in a 3-day span, which is pretty decent. I can take that, and We'll see what happens. We're supposed to get some snow on Tuesday. I don't know how much we're gonna get. Seriously, won't be much because it will change over to plain rain. So probably just like whoop, and then all of a sudden it'll be raining and all that good stuff. So I don't know. We'll probably get a little tease. So the way. So next week's gonna be New Year's Day. That means New Year's Eve is payday. So it's gonna be. I'm looking forward to that. So let's see what happens. All right. So that's all the time we have on the show. Hope you guys had a great Christmas, and hopefully, I have a lot to think about. So hopefully I will inform you of the upcoming changes if need be. So have a great rest of Christmas. To all the haters out there, please, eat your eat Snickers bar and change your quackish. But have a good Christmas with your families, and hope you did. I know it's sad. Christmas is over. We got to get back to reality. Next year, it'll be next year's coming up. The new year's coming up next week. Hopefully, I'll do a show by then, and let's see what happens. All right. So, good night, and hope you hope you smile better. See ya. Keep it homey fresh. Peace.